Hello, and welcome to another Let's Study series, or Let's Study video on programming principles and practice using C++, 3rd edition. Today we're going to continue on with the exercises, just for a short little bit before we have to go to sleep. And so we'll just hop right into it. Let me change the text scaling in my display settings, so it's more easily visible for other people. Okay, so then we have here okay. Okay, so we have exercise 4. Read a sequence of double values into a vector. Think of each value as the distance between two cities along a given route. Compute and print the total distance, the sum of all the distances. Find and print the smallest and greatest distance between two neighboring cities. And find and print the mean distance between two neighboring cities. Okay, so let's start with the first line. Read a sequence of doubles into a vector. So we're going to open up Visual Studio 2022 Community Edition. We're going to create a new project. It'll be an empty C++ project. We're going to name it PPP3 underscore exercise underscore 3.4. Press enter. And we generate this project. We want to go to source files, add, new item, main.cpp. And then we want to right click our project, go down to properties, C/C++, general, scan sources for module dependencies. We want to change that to yes. We want to go down to the C++ language standard, change that to latest. And we want to change the build ISO C++23 standard library module to yes, and hit apply, hit OK, and we can build for this solution, just so we build the standard module ahead of time, completely optional. You'll notice that this build failed for main because, well, we don't have a main function. That's okay, we didn't want it. Well, we knew about that. Okay. Let's zoom on in. Okay. This program completes exercise 3.4 from programming. It's programming. Principles and practice. 3rd edition. So we want to import not main std. Let's use the namespace std to save us some time. And we want a main function, taking in no parameters, and we want to return 0 on good process. And then we want to have a vector of doubles so that we can get doubles and have a place for them to go. Let's call these vals. And we want to prompt the user for doubles. Sort of a better description of the program. This program takes in a list of distances between cities and provides some calculated insights about this data. This would be some, hold on, let's go back to the book. Total slash sum. Smallest, largest, shortest, longest, I would say. Total slash sum, I'll just say total, shortest, longest, and then I think finally mean. And I will use better notation by giving it a set notation. Okay, please enter some values for the distances between cities. And then while we're getting values, so let's use cin and get from operator to get, let's create a local variable here called double temp. And while we get a value into temp, we want to obviously add this to the value array with the pushback member function. Okay. Let's go back to the question. So read a sequence of double values into a vector. Think of each of as a distance between two cities along a given route. Compute and print the total distance. Okay. So total distance, we're going to need a total. So then let's do a double total dist. And then we want to use a for range loop. So for each double x in vals, instead of vals, let's do distances. So what I'm going to do to quickly change the name, I'm going to highlight all the text that contains the text I want to change, and then I think Control-Shift-F. Nope. How did I do it? Oh no, my brain, it's gone. Place, find and replace. Control-F. Okay, find and replace all, and so we want vowels, and we want to replace that with distances. Okay. So, for each x double and distances, we want to add that to our total. Total this plus equals, this is the compound assignment operator. So, not this. So this operator, this compound operator, is equivalent to this. So this is the same as this, but this is easier to write quickly. So this calculates total distance. You don't have to write a comment because this is self-explanatory. We're creating a variable total distance, And we're iterating over the distances, and we're adding that to total distance. We're getting the total distance. No comment needed. Okay, let's go back to the book. Compute and print the total distance. Okay, we just did that. Okay, we do want to print it. Oops. Okay, so let's see out. Total distance equals now total distance. Okay, let's move on to the next part. Find and print the smallest and greatest distance between two neighboring cities. Okay. So let's do this. We're going to use the ranges object in the standard library to sort the values of distances. And then ignore these red lines underneath there. It does compile. IntelliSense doesn't think it will, but it will. So you can see down here, C++ IntelliSense support for C++ 20 modules is currently experimental. Yes, well, this is a problem. It's experimental. You get what you get. Okay, after we sort it, the distance is 0 if, sorry, hold on. See out. Sorry. Shortest distance is equal to the distances at 0. We want to make sure we don't forget our new line characters such that we get good output. And then we want the longest distance. Equals distances. That. And this is going to be the size of the distances minus 1. So why is this minus 1? Is because we started 0 when we count. So 1, 2, 3 would be 0, 1, 2. Sorry, hold on. 9, 8. Oh, 9, 8, 2. This would be the 0, 1, 2 position. Size of would give us 3. There is no third, so we subtract by 1 and we get the last character. Okay. Total, shortest, longest, and then find and print the mean between two neighboring cities. Okay. And now we knew from a previous program, if the distances, if the size of our array is divisible by 2, evenly divisible by 2, we know it's a problem, not a problem, but it is a situation where we need to calculate the average between the two middle values, and then otherwise we just grab the middle value. So then, see out, mean distance equals, and then so this will be distances, dots at distances, and size, and then just divide that by 2. here, but what we want to do is we want to enclose this in parentheses, and we want to -1 this, and then we want to add these two together. So I'll show the example. So 3, 6, 2, sorry, 1, 3, 1, 4, 6, 8. So there was 4 values here. So dot size would equal, hold on, I'll just write this in comments or stop getting all these warning messages. So for an array of that, dot size would equal 4, and we want 1 and 2 position, and that is 4 divided by 2 equals 2, and 4 divided by 2 minus 1 equals 1. Okay, so that's what we got down here. So this is the size, the middle size, -1, and this is the middle, without the -1, so it's the next one. Not really the next one, but this one is the previous one, this one is the current one. Not the current, but the middle. This one is the second to middle. And of course, to take the average of these two values, we want to divide by 2 because we added 2 values. Lights turned off. Wave my arms in the air! Alright. Okay, maybe I'll just get rid of this because I was just demonstrating. Okay, and then, well, that calculates and prints it. And yeah, this should work. I'm sure we're going to have some mistakes. Ooh, did it even compile? Why did it fail? Uninitialized local value total disks. I guess it is uninitialized. Okay. I want to give this a new line character. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Vertical bar to stop inputting. Total distance is 10. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Plus 3 equals 6. Plus 4 equals 10. So that's correct. Shortest distance is 1. Correct. Longest distance is 4. Correct. The mean distance is 2.5, which 2 plus 3 equals 5. Divided by 2 equals 2.5. So that's correct. So we please enter some values of distances between cities. We did that, and we got our expected output.